We start as usual with a small relaxation. So lay down on the mat, knees bent if you have any issues in any tension in the lumbar spine. Roll the arms outward, slide the shoulder blades toward the waist, and pull the back of your head away from the shoulders. Inhale deeply, and exhale fully with your mouth. Let all tension get released by the exhalation. One more time. Relax your forehead, eyebrows, and the skin between the eyebrows. Relax your eyes and the skin of your face. Unclench your jaw and let your lips open slightly. Relax your throat, your neck and shoulders, arms, forearms and hands. Relax your back, the muscles of your back, and your spine. Relax your belly and the whole abdominal area. Relax your hips, groins, relax your legs, knees, ankles and feet. Bring the awareness into your breathing cycle and start observing every aspect of your breathing cycle. Which part of your body moves the most? Chest or belly? If both moves, which one moves first? Observe without changing anything. Observe simply to know yourself. Observe the length of your breathing cycle. Inhalation and exhalation have the same length, or one of them is naturally longer. Observe. Become a witness. Observe the small pauses between inhalation and exhalation, and between exhalation and inhalation. The small moments where everything stops, even your breath. Become aware of the 4 phases of your breathing cycle. Inhalation, pause. Exhalation, pause. And there too, observe. Is one of the 2 poses longer? Observe also that your throat is open and free, also during the poses. Three more observing breaths. At the end of the third, take control and create a breath of the same length in inhalation and exhalation. Same length for both the active phases. Create a long, slow, steady breath. From your next breath, start lengthening the two poses. Create an even longer breath by lengthening the poses. Keep inhalation and exhalation the same length. Create a long, slow, steady breath. Controlled, but yet relaxed. Calm. Same length, inhalation, exhalation. Longer poses. From your next breath, create a breathing cycle of the same length for the four phases. Inhalation, pose. Exhalation, pose. Adjust inhalation and exhalation in order to have the same length of the two poses. There too, keep a long, slow, controlled yet relaxed breath. Long, slow, relaxed breath. Same length for the four phases of your breathing cycle. Three more breaths. At the end of the third breath, go back to a normal breath, not controlled, and observe briefly if there is any changing compared to the not controlled breath that you had before. Inhale deeply, roll on your right side, push with your left hand to sit up. Sit on your heels on the back of the mat. Keep the two knees wide as the mat. Put your hands on the thighs, sternum up, shoulder blades down, and start creating circles with your lumbar spine. Use also the rotation of your legs inward and outward to create an even fluid movement. Turn also on the other side. Roll the legs inward and outward to help you create this movement. Okay. Sternum up, shoulder blades down, roll your hips forward. And allow your chest to move toward the ground. Put your forehead on the ground. Keep your arms straight and active. Roll your arms outward and pull the arm back into the shoulder socket. Allow your shoulders to move apart, to become wider. Put your chest down toward the ground and shoulder blades toward the waist. 3 breaths. At the end of the 3rd breath, slowly come up. You have 2 blocks. If you don't have any blocks, you can do exactly the same with a stool or some books even. The idea is to put the blocks or anything that could be roughly this size just in front of you. Once that you have either the blocks or books or whatever you have, roll your hips forward, roll your arms outward and pull the forearm over those books. Just the forearm. Keep the palm of the hand facing the sky. Roll the arms outward, forearm over the blocks or the books, palm of the hand facing the sky, and there too, slide the shoulder blades toward the waist and start pushing the chest down. You will see that it will be super hard to move down, and that's the idea. Sternum up, shoulder blades down. To help you lift the sternum, look in front of you. Yes, that's perfect. Keep your arms straight and pull back into the shoulder socket. Keep on rotating outward your arms and keep on pulling the shoulder blades toward the waist. 3 breaths. At the end of the 3rd breath, slowly come up. Put the blocks away. And enter the tabletop position. Hands right under the shoulders, knees right under the hips. Roll the arms outward just like we did before. Pull the arms back into the shoulder socket, shoulder blades toward the waist. Inhale deeply. With the exhalation, roll the hips slightly backward to push the lumbar spine to the sky, just the lumbar spine. And walk forward with your hands to lower your chest. Recreate the same activation of the muscles that you had with the blocks. So pull the arms back into the shoulder socket, roll the arms outward, push the chest down, shoulder blades toward the waist, roll the hips slightly backward
to push the to put the lumbar spine slightly up to the sky. Okay. Gently push even more your chest down to the ground. Yes. Yes, 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 yes. That's beautiful. 3 breaths. Observe the opening of the upper part of your spine. At the end of the third, slowly come up. Okay, tabletop position, normal tabletop position. Inhale deeply. With the exhalation, roll your hips backward, push your spine toward the sky, look at your belly. Inhale, roll your hips forward, allow the spine to drop and look at the sky. Exhale, push the spine toward the sky, look at your belly. Inhale, roll the hips forward, look at the sky. One more time. Exhale, roll your hips backward, push with the hands against the ground. Inhale, roll your hips forward, look at the sky. Okay, and go back in tabletop position. Keep the spine parallel to the ground. Tuck the toes under. Inhale deeply with the exhalation. Push your buttocks back and shoulders down. Keep the shoulders down. Push the chest toward the legs. Okay. And keeping this movement of the chest toward the legs, slowly start straightening your legs without moving the chest, without moving the shoulders. 3 breaths. At the end of the third breath, slowly go back into tabletop position and dandasana. Sit on your buttocks, feet, flex feet with the toes pointing toward the sky. Put your hands next to the hips, but without any weight on the hands. Just keep the fingers just like kind of spider legs. Sternum up, shoulder blades down. Roll the arms outward. Inhale deeply. With the exhalation, bend your right leg. Slide the right ankle right under the left knee. Keep the right leg in this position and bend your left leg just in front. Okay. Sternum up, shoulder blades down. Put your hands on the knees and start rolling your hips forward. Look in front of you. Roll your hips forward. And start lowering your chest, but keep your spine straight. The movement start on the hips. Is the hip rolling forward? Keep on looking in front of you. Don't look down. Yes. 3 breaths. At the end of the third breath, slowly come up. Straighten your legs, dandasana again. Sternum up, shoulder blades down. Put your hands next to the hips, spider legs. Sternum up, shoulder blades down. Roll your arms outward. Bend your left leg. Slide the left ankle right under the right knee. Without moving the left leg, bend your right leg just in front. Put your hands on the knees. Sternum up, shoulder blades down. Inhale deeply. With the exhalation, start rolling the hips forward and start lowering your chest. Keep on looking in front of you to help you lift the sternum and keep the shoulder blades down. Okay, perfect. 3 breaths. Keep the shoulder blades down, keep the sternum lifted. At the end of the third, slowly come up. And again, Dandasana. Okay. Roll your hips forward. Roll your arms outward and push the thumb back. So open your chest. But in the meantime, roll your hips forward. The more you roll your hips forward, the more your hamstring have to work. And to help the hamstring lengthen, activate your quadriceps. Push the knees down. Sternum up, shoulder blades down. Push the knees down. Yeah, it's torture, I know. And release. It's horrible how a simple posture like that can be that horrible. I know. And it's not the end. Bend your knees and grab your legs with both arms. Keep chest and legs in contact. Firm contact. Slowly start walking with your heels. Keep your feet flexed. When you feel that your chest is no more touching your legs, walk slightly back, go back in firm contact, because this position will help you preserve your lumbar spine. And this variation, your lumbar spine is always protected. If you have your chest in contact with your legs, your lumbar spine is safe. But in the meantime, you can work on lengthening your hamstring. Allow your head to move toward the legs. Close your eyes and allow all the muscles that are not necessary to relax. So relax your shoulders. Okay. Relax your arms. You can even let your hands move down to the ground, but keep chest and legs in contact. Relax your neck. Relax your belly. Relax the skin of your face and clench your jaw. And to deepen the forward bend, activate your quadriceps, still in contact with the chest, but activate it. 3 breaths, legs active. At the end of the 3rd breath, grab the outer side of your feet, either with your legs bent or straight. Once that you have this grip, lift your head, lift your sternum, keep the belly as much as you can in contact with your legs, but lift your sternum. Look in front of you. Shoulder blades down toward the waist. 3 breaths. Keep on activating your quadriceps. Look in front of you. to help you lift the sternum. Yes. Perfect. At the end of the third, slowly, slowly come up. Put your hands over your thighs. Relax your legs, your feet. Close your eyes. And just observe all the muscles that worked in this position. Sternum up, shoulder blades down, open your eyes. Keep your hands on the thighs and create circles with your lumbar spine. Turn also on the other side. And now open your legs wide, not super wide, around 90 degrees wide. Okay. If it's too much, you can also close it a little bit. Sternum up, shoulder blades down. Anyway, no more than 90 degrees. Keep your hands over your legs, whatever is more comfortable for you. It can be on your thighs, it can be on your knees, it can be on your shins. Sternum up, shoulder blades down. Roll the arms outward and push the thumbs back. Open your chest. Okay. Now roll your hips forward and start lowering your chest. Sternum up, shoulder blades down. When you arrive at your maximum, put your hands on the ground just in front of you. Push slightly with your hands against the ground to lift a little bit more. So you're no more on your maximum. You're close, but not on your maximum anymore. So you will be able to work on different aspects. So first, push your knees down to the ground. Activate your quadricep. In case, you can also go back with your hands over your legs, but keep your legs straight. Okay, that's good. Sternum up, shoulder blades down. Roll the arms outward. Keep on pushing down the knees. Keep your feet flexed, toes pointing up to the sky. Keep your legs straight, not bent. Three breaths. At the end of the third breath, slowly come up. Put your hands on thighs or knees or shins. And again, create, I can see again, and create circles with your hips and lumbar spine on both sides. Okay. If it's super uncomfortable to be with your legs straight, pick a block or a book or a pillow or something and sit over it. There's no problem at all to sit over something to help us to keep our knees, our legs straight. Okay. Sternum up, shoulder blades down. Turn on your right side
Put your hands down to the ground on both sides of your legs. Stand them up, shoulder blades down. Keep your legs straight. Stand them up, shoulder blades down. Roll your hips forward. Keep your torso just above the leg. And walk forward with your hands. Keep your spine straight. When you arrive at your maximum, grab either your leg or your feet, whichever is more comfortable for you. Keep your spine straight. Breathe. Don't hold your breath. And actually, try and create a breathing cycle just like the one that we did at the beginning. Calm and relaxed. The more your breathing cycle will be calm and relaxed, the more your body will follow. Okay, come up and turn on the other side. Stand them up, shoulder blades down, roll your hips forward, keep the chest right above the leg. Stand them up, shoulder blades down, and start walking forward with your hands. But keep your back straight. Stand them up, don't look down, because as soon as you look down, you close your torso. Well, the idea is to open all the time, so lift the sternum. Even if it does mean that you have to come a little bit, step a little bit back, it's not a problem, but keep your spine straight. Don't compromise. Okay, 3 breaths. Grab whichever is more comfortable for you. At the end of the third, slowly come up. Lay down on the mat. Okay. Keep both feet quite close to the buttocks, but not touching. Okay. Lift your right leg to the sky. Flex feet and push the heels up to the sky. Pull the toes to your face. The more you do this movement, so heel up to the sky, toes down to the ground, the more your leg will be straight. Keeping your legs straight as much as you can, obviously. Start pushing with your left feet against the ground. This light push will rotate slightly your hip. When you rotate your hip, you can go deeper with the lengthening of your hamstring. So, pull your leg a little bit more toward your face without grabbing it. Not yet. Go to your maximum. Still pulling your heels away and your toes toward your face. Okay. Now, still pushing with the left feet against the ground, grab your leg wherever is easy for you. And slowly use the gravity, so use the weight of your arms to help lower your leg.
without using the muscles of your arms. Keep your legs straight as much as you can. Keep on pushing with the left feet against the ground. Relax your belly. Relax your face. Last moments. And slowly lower your right feet down to the ground. Down to the ground. Bend your knees. Both knees are close. Both feet are close. Try and observe if there's a difference between left and right, both on the legs, but also on the hips, even on the lumbar spine. Lift your left leg up to the sky. Flex feet. Start pushing your heels up, toes down. Straighten your leg as much as you can. And now, start pushing with your right feet against the ground to create a small rotation of the hip. This small rotation of the hip will allow your left leg to move a little bit closer to your face. Keep on pushing your heels up, toes down. Keep on pushing with your right feet. Left leg straight. And now use both arms to grab your left leg and use the weight of the arm, not the muscles of the arm, just the weight of the arm, to allow your feet to move toward the face. In the meantime, use also your right feet against the ground, push against the ground to create the rotation that will help you move the feet toward the face. Last moments. Relax your belly, relax your face, unclench your jaw. Just breathe. It's not the end of the world. Okay. Release the leg, but lift also the right leg. So both legs now are pointing toward the sky. Keep the legs straight. And there too, heels up, toes down. Three breaths. Rotate your hips backward and move your toes toward your face. Keep your legs straight. 3 breaths. It's not the end of the world. 3 breaths. Breathe. Because otherwise it is going to be longer. If you hold your breath, it's going to be even longer. So just breathe. It's easier. Slowly bend your knees and put both feet onto the ground. Okay. Now, move your feet as wide as the mat. Okay. Open your arms to the sides. Inhale deeply. With the exhalation, allow the 2 knees to move toward your right side. Okay, that's perfect. Now, look at your left hand, 3 breaths. At the end of the 3rd breath, go back to center. And allow the 2 knees to move to the left side. Look at your right hand, 3 breaths. At the end of the 3rd breath, go back to center. Roll on your right side, push with your left hand to sit up. Grab your knees again, but just outside the knees. Walk back with your feet and find balance. Okay. Now, since it's way too easy, lift your tibia. Keep the tibia parallel to the ground and put your arms just parallel to the tibias. Sternum up, shoulder blades down. Three breaths. There too is not the end of the world. At the end of the 3rd, grab your knees just behind your knees and start straightening your legs. Three breaths. Yeah, the balance is harder, I know. But remember that you can use your breath to help you with the balance. At the end of the 3rd breath, keep the legs there, but just put your arms parallel to the ground. 3 breaths. And at the end of the 3rd breath, go back in the balance pose. Allow your head to move toward the chest. Close your eyes. 3 breaths. At the end of the 3rd breath, lift your head. And put your feet down to the ground. Go back in Dandasana. Flex feet. Sternum up, shoulder blades down. Roll your hips forward, but in the meantime, put your shoulders back. Sternum to the front, shoulders to the back. Okay. Bend your right leg and put the right feet against the inner thigh, inner left thigh. Sternum up, shoulder blades down, roll your hips forward, keep your chest above the leg, and put your hands down to the ground on either side of the leg. Once that you have the hands down to the ground, look in front of you and lift your sternum. Shoulder blades down,
Even more. For real. Okay. And now lift the sternum. More. 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 Okay, that's good. As you can see, I'm not going much further down with the chest, but I'm keeping the spine straight. That's the idea. Okay. Now, put both hands outside of your left leg and push with your right arm against the left leg to kind of twist your chest. Just a tiny bit. No need to twist a lot. Keep your spine straight, shoulder blades down. 3 breaths. At the end of the 3rd breath, walk forward with your feet, with your hands, and grab with your right hand the outer part of your left feet, if you can. Otherwise, the outer part of your left leg. Up to you to find your position. Sternum up and look in front of you. Okay. Just remember that when you lower your eyes, your eye level, also the energy, since the energy follow where you are looking at, will just decrease. So that's why I keep on saying lift your sternum, lift your eyes, either eye level or even higher. Because the more you look up, the more you will fill up your energies. Okay, that's beautiful. And slowly come up. Dandasana again. Sternum up, shoulder blades down, roll your hips forward, shoulders back, bend your left leg, put your left feet against the inner right thighs, sternum up, shoulder blades down, inhale deeply with the exhalation, roll your hips forward, put your hands either side of your right leg, sternum up, shoulder blades down, look in front of you. Don't lower your eyes. 3 breaths. That's beautiful. Lower your shoulder blades. Okay. There too, try and rotate the arms outward. The more you rotate the arm outward, the more the shoulder blades will move down to the ground. Toward the ground. Okay. Now, put both hands outside of your right leg and push with your left arm against the right leg to twist. But on the meantime, sternum up, shoulder blades down. Shoulders and shoulder blades down. Even more. 3 breaths. At the end of the 3rd breath, walk forward with your hands and grab either the outer side of your right feet with your left hand or the outer leg with your left hand. Sternum up, shoulder blades down. 3 breaths. And slowly come up. Bend both knees. Put your feet in Baddha Konasana. Grab your ankles. Sternum up, shoulder blades down.
And there too, create circles with your lumbar spine. Don't look down. Okay. Turn also on the other side. Okay. Now, tabletop position. Roll the arms outwards. Slide the shoulder blades over the waist. Inhale deeply. With the exhalation, roll the hips backward. Push your spine toward the sky. Look at your belly. Inhale. Roll your hips forward. Look at the sky. Exhale. Roll the hips backward. Inhale. Roll your hips forward.
Without pushing, just observe your body. Play with your body, but listening to your body. Synchronize movement with your breath. When you inhale, you arch your spine. When you exhale, you look at your belly. Observe which part of your spine has more tension. Last moments.
Okay, now walk slightly forward with your hands.
Tuck your toes under and enter Adho Mukha Svanasana. Push your chest toward the toes. Lift your heels as high as you can. Roll your hips forward and push the chest even more toward the toes. Keep this movement, and without compromising it, allow your heels to move down toward the ground again. Push more the chest toward the toes. That's beautiful. Inhale deeply. With the exhalation, walk back with your hands to enter Uttanasana. With wide feet. Keep both legs straight. Also, if you are not super flexible today, it's not a problem. Just find your version. Put the weight of your body on the ball of the feet. Keep your legs straight as much as you can. Keep your thighs active, working. 3 breaths. At the end of the 3rd breath, put your hands on the waist. Lift your head, lift your shoulders, lift your chest to have the chest parallel to the ground now. Keep your legs straight. Okay, yes. Stay there for 3 breaths. Keep your legs straight. At the end of the 3rd, slowly, slowly, come up. Keep your legs straight. All the time. Yes. Okay. Now, right leg to the front, left leg to the back. Put your hands on the waist. Sternum up, shoulder blades down. Move the 2 elbows closer. Roll the hips forward. Keep the 2 legs straight. And lower your chest. At the maximum, parallel to the ground.
3 breaths. Keep both legs active. At the end of the 3rd breath, slowly come up. Okay. Change legs. Left leg to the front, right leg to the back. Okay. Inhale deeply. With the exhalation, roll the hips forward. Keep both legs active and straight. Keep your chest maximum parallel to the ground. Both legs straight and active. And slowly come up. Okay. Enter Tadasana. The 2 feet are touching, the heels are slightly apart. Okay. Lean on your right leg. Bend your left leg. Open your left leg to the side and put your left feet against the right leg. No matter where, it can also be slightly touching the ground. So up to you to find your position. Put your hands in prayer position in front of the chest and create a straight line with your forearm. Find a drishti, so a fixed point just in front of you. So don't look at me. 3 breaths. There 2. Sternum up, shoulder blades down. Keep your right feet and ankle quite soft. At the end of the 3rd breath, lower your hands and feet together. Same time. Go back into Tadasana. Lean on your left leg. Bend your right leg. Open the leg to the side. Put your right feet against the left leg. Put your hands in prayer position just in front of the chest and create a straight line with your forearm. Sternum up, shoulder blades down. Left ankle and feet quite soft. 3 breaths. At the end of the 3rd breath, slowly back into Tadasana. Find your Tadasana and close your eyes. Open your eyes. Put your legs wide. Put your hands on the waist. Sternum up, shoulder blades down. Inhale deeply. With the exhalation, roll the hips forward and move with your chest parallel to the ground. Look in front of you. Not down, not yet down. Look in front of you. And now, keep rotating the hip forward and lower your chest to your maximum. When you arrive at your maximum, only there you can relax your arms, shoulders, head, neck, and spine. Put the weight of your body on the ball of the feet. Keep your legs straight and active
especially the thighs. The quadriceps is active and working all the time. 3 breaths. At the end of the 3rd breath, slowly come up. Put your hands on the waist again. And go back in Tadasana. Close your eyes for a brief moment. Observe your body. Observe if you have any feelings rising up. Open your eyes again. And let's go down to the mat again. Keep your back completely flat on the mat. Push with your feet against the ground to move your lumbar spine closer to the mat. Okay. Now, put your arms in cactus pose with the elbows at 90 degrees and the forearm parallel. Keeping the arms in this position, allow the 2 knees to move toward the chest. Push the knees toward the chest. And rotate on left and right side, just with the legs. Keep the shoulders in contact with the ground. Okay. Now, roll. Roll on the right side. Put both knees down to the ground. Okay. And put your right hand outside of your left knee, just to keep the knee down. Lift your left arm. Inhale deeply. With the exhalation, allow the left shoulder and arm to go down toward the ground. Look at your left hand for 3 breaths. At the end of the 3rd breath, slowly go back to center. And roll on the left side. Put both knees down to the ground. And put your left hand outside of your right knee to keep both knees down to the ground. Lift your right arm. Allow the right shoulders to move down to the ground, the arm too, and look at your right hand for 3 breaths. At the end of the 3rd breath, go back to center. Grab your knees and roll on right and left side. When you want to, you can move into Shavasana. So grab everything you need to be comfortable. If you have any tension in the lumbar spine, don't hesitate to put either a bolster or a pillow right under the knees. You can put a light weight over your belly to allow your body to relax even deeper. Even in this asana, roll your arms outward, slide the shoulder blades toward the waist. Corpse pose. And pull the back of your head away from the shoulders. Close your eyes. And allow your body to relax deeper and deeper. At the end of Shavasana, I'm going to chant a mantra. And at the end of the mantra, I'm going to guide you out of the pose. Till that moment, relax. Purnamadam Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate Purnamadam Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate Om Purnamadam Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Really slowly. Start moving your toes and fingers. Bring back the awareness into your body. Inhale deeply and exhale fully with your mouth. Allow your tension to get released by your exhalation. One more time. Bend your knees, roll on your right side. Stay on your right side for a brief moment before pushing with your left hand to sit up comfortably for the chant of 3 Om. Keep your spine straight, and the more that you can, relaxed. Put your hands with thumbs and index finger together, with the palm of the hand either facing the sky or the ground, whichever is more comfortable for you. Close your eyes. Inhale deeply. Put your hands in prayer position in front of the chest. Open your eyes. Namaste.